Offense, defense. Offense, defense. Kick.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they go play action now. Burrow. There's a nice move. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And Hayden Hurst, only year as the unquestioned starter, hit 571 yards and 6 touchdowns for Atlanta. The Bengals, they remembered him when he was a player with the Baltimore Ravens and liked his game. So when they needed a new starter, he was their choice, and he gets him a first down here.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Again, that's Hurst. It'll go down as a gain of 6. Here we go. And that's going to bring up second down.
11 MP. 11 MP. 11 MP. 11 MP. 11 Thomas. 12. 11 MP. Take. 11 MP.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooners.
Man, you fucking my boy anyway.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap. If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down is Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Here we go. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
11, Thomas. 11.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Burrow gets hit by a linebacker.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
On play action, Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake, Prescott. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They'll start with the option. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
11.
Now on second and 13. Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does.
Yeah, you know this game's trying to give you that shit after this shit.
A solid gain of 15 yards.
Breaking tackles from a linebacker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. An option hit on here to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. On the option is Allen. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On third down, Mixon. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. McPherson's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Prescott. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Prescott. catch is made by Hardman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott trying for right, and it's intercepted. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
On 1, ready?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
Here we go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards. A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll give it to Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
46, 46. Go, get out there, get out there. Good.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Prescott off play action. Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Final play of the half, Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Take it in at the 11. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. That's caught left side by Hardman. Completion good for 14 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down, Prescott. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Bengals 16.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Play action now. Prescott dancing to his left. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the return will stop right around the 25. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide.
Complete to number 9. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Prescott yet again. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Michael Thomas, the safety, picks it. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Burrow on play action. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
And some room to roam now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Play action. It's Burrow. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They run for it with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on their way to a 2-0 start. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Again, it's Mixon. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Open man. It's complete to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
From a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
First down, Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Michael Thomas.
And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close